child, welcome back to another video. Alright, back at it with some Uno. Let me get this brief. So we're just gonna skip the moto today. I'm gonna just straight up be talking about random stuff. So first off, know that gratitude's a beautiful virtue. Be grateful for the small things in life. Be grateful for having a support system. Be grateful to have like food on the table, water on the table. Um, be grateful to have like the small things not everyone does, and just count your blessings. Alright? And now we're just gonna talk about a bit of everything, unhinged stuff. Not much really, not much to it. Collection of things, perhaps. Challenge or decline? I'll decline. Okay. That didn't go so well. Honestly, I didn't need to. I'll go with 2. 2 is better. Much better. No, those cards were awesome. That was such a good stack of cards. Why? Also, if you want to be a doctor, you can. If you want to be a doctor, you could. If you want to be a nurse, you could. If you want to be a structural engineer or just simply a mechanic that will switch a couple of gears, you could literally do just that. You just have to put your mind to it. It doesn't happen overnight. You have to work for it. In other words, you have to work for your dreams. I just need to hope someone has a card that's below 3, and no, that didn't happen. That sucks. Okay. I will gladly take this. You know what's ironic? I just ended up with the same situation, except slightly better. Because as long as I get a green card, all I need is someone to put green, put green, put green. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yes, I am the type of person to say oh dear, by the way. Just a random fact. Also, hot take, don't get me wrong, I like this place. Like, I've had it before. I'm gonna be honest, it's a great place. It's delicious. It's a fast food chain. However, it's getting very overrated and needs to be addressed. Don't get me wrong, I like Chipotle. I'm not gonna lie, I do. However, can we just agree that it's overrated, like as a whole? Like don't get me wrong, it's awesome, it's great. I've had it several times throughout my life, but it's just not the greatest thing in the world. Like it's not some amazing invention. It's just not. However, can we just all agree that no matter what in life, there could be so much, like, there could be a snowstorm in Canada, if you will, like in Toronto, and we could all agree that parents' cooking is still going to be better throughout that snowstorm. Also, don't act fine said that. I just did. It was silly, perhaps. No, you know what they say? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If you were, for instance, gonna fix like a sink, when you had like some like issues with your water like system or what have you, plumbing, know that it could get fixed. Um, or actually, I take that back. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I have a better example. You know, if your power in your house is working perfectly fine after you just got it fixed, know that you should not mess with it and just leave it as is. It may not look pretty or something, it may not be the best. However, if it just works, then keep it as is. Don't get greedy. Do not get greedy. This could go anything. Just what's the basic example I can think of. I hope that makes sense. No reason to change stuff, in other words. Also, shout out to Toxic from Raper, shout out to Pizza Cat, shout out to Sea Lake Zebra, to some people that never betrayed me. Also, shout out to Brick Boss, he's another loyal one. Some great people, some great brothers and sisters I just mentioned, for real. Great people. Also, I'm gonna be honest. I think Uno, the video game specifically, like the cards is known, like it's famous, but I think the game itself is genuinely underrated. Um, I think Uno, the video game specifically, should be more mainstream and more known. It's super underrated. Also, I'm gonna be honest. If it wasn't for this game, I would not be. I wouldn't know what Uno is. Like, I wouldn't know the rules. If that makes sense. I hope that makes some sort of sense, perhaps. Also, just because someone will say a few Gen-Z slang words doesn't mean you have to have a full tantrum. Like, relax, just grow up. Also, don't be offended I said that. It's just, like, to me, or am I just the only one who feels like... I can't be the only one who feels like people take Gen Z way too serious and are dramatic about it. It's not that deep. We're gonna be perfectly fine. I've made videos on this. I've made a handful of videos on this topic, and it's just, like, cringeworthy. Does that make sense? Okay. I'm getting those two cards for sure. What else? Yes, I'm gonna be honest. People take this slang of this generation way too serious, and it's not that serious. Could be worse. There's people who don't even have food and or water. Like, there's so many more important things. There's so many more serious things in society to worry about that aren't slang or just anything Gen Z. Like, why get upset over some meme? Why get upset over a few trends or a few words? Like, dang. Just be grateful. Also, will we not talk about that in this generation alone? We have very like good tech savvy people. People are, advocates for mental stuff, mental health related problems, and such. Like, just look at the bright side for once. Sheesh. This is not that deep at all. It's like saying when the Titanic was about to crash, and like, it's like saying, oh, what are we gonna hit, an iceberg? It's like, that's genuinely how people act. Like, relax. It's okay. It could be worse. And I said it could be worse. Even my cat Munchkin would agree, for real. Like, Gretchen has it. Also, I'm just gonna sing some stuff I made myself, some lyrics, out of boredom. So here we go. Because this is just a skit. This is like some basic Uno video. Like, it's only something decent. I have better content on the way. So with that being said, I'm gonna whatchamacallit, sing a song I made myself. Hold on. Also, please don't flame me in the comments over my cringe voice singing this, and I'm very aware. Okay. Hold up, I'm having trouble finding this. From Orlando, Florida, place of tourists, doing YouTube not because of clout. However, it's because of favorite being for the people, and could care less about likes or dislikes. Trying to reach the stars word for word, parrot or bird. Like no folks be rushing people's near the downtown, or I'll be unhinged. But then we all are collective species. We each supporting Magic Alliance as the Knight's Flying Fidget Spinner MCO. Shout out to Toto, appreciate your loyalty. Is elite and greatest is come on to beautiful. There's open seats me. As far as content, gotta say much good meowing. And legend has it. As far as content, gotta say my long form videos, without a doubt, Meow Meow agrees that they deserve views. Real ones don't know about hair gel. I mean, don't know about hair gel. Real ones remember Markel. But only very specific OGs know about Farmer and Adele. Challenger leaks in club farmer running runs better than like if I was in Toilfin near State Streets recently than long ago moving places like Randall and to dwell. So magic and ORL. Kept it central Lake all over Cape Coral. Grass days, however, I'd imagine blue pediasure never petty. Instead, I am humble, tired of casual. If flower was was pediasure flavor, puzzle would picture it floral. Stay positive, be grateful no matter what any sort of dental situation. Miles, kilometers, Fitbit Cataly says it's lit 321 overlay. Writing descriptions like their essays. Let me know how that was. I know it was pretty cringeworthy, I won't lie. But nevertheless, tell me how that was in the comments. It was pretty cringeworthy, but it wasn't the worst either, was it? Would Rick be proud? Would anyone be proud? Would Rick Astley or Marvin or Stevie Wonder be proud? Tell me. Like, be honest. Okay, but anyways, I'm gonna end the video. Don't ask why I said this. However, thanks for watching. Ignore the fact that I was like spitting bars and it was cringeworthy. Anyways, have a great day or night depending on your time zone. Scott out. Peace. Bye, my beautiful. So I hope y'all enjoyed Uno 1.3. But bye.